Testing, local. Woo!
Woo! Hello!
It is the first podcast of 2023!
No, you've dated us already.
Well, it's the first we're recording of 2023, but it's not the first that went up in 2023.
No, but they all went up.
That's because
we were all very sick.
We were all very sick and also very occupied over Christmas, and I kept forgetting to upload the episodes over all of that, so Hope ended up doing it. Thank you, Hope. Anyhow, we once again are Stargate Oversight, the great Stargate podcast, the only Stargate podcast, and the best Stargate podcast.
Stargate podcast that never existed. I don't know.
Exactly. And we like to cover the show Stargate SG-1 and what it has to say about the military, because sometimes it has some things to say.
Our precious boys and girls.
Oh, a wonderful precious. Yes, my name is Frosty, and my pronouns are she and her.
Hi, my name is Hope, and my pronouns are she and it.
Hello there, it's Ryan. My pronouns are he and him.
But I think we have an extra guest with us today, don't we?
A special surprise.
Yes, why don't you introduce yourself, our wonderful guest?
I'm Imber, and my pronouns are he and him.
Hell yeah, we had to... So because of today's episode, we felt we really needed to get a proper balance on.
Yes.
Didn't want to overpower the men too easily. So we got Ryan reinforcements.
That's what this is about.
Well, I mean, once we get into the episode proper, we can find out that that balance is not going to be helping us here, I'm afraid.
Yes.
I think the Hathor side definitely wins in this podcast.
I mean, auto balance is too strong.
Listen, you provide the image. Just wait a bit.
Yes. So,
for those of you that thought we were done with the weird fetish shit after last week's episode, buckle up, buckaroos!
For future reference, don't try watching this at work like I did, and then we have to stop. So, I was at work on the weekend, and I was like, you know what? I watched the episode on the Saturday yesterday, and
I had to explain this massive erection to everyone in the break room.
Oh, no, that's just my average everyday state. After all, I am a man. No. I had to turn it off because I was like, okay, this could get me in trouble.
There's definitely a certain scene later on where I think you definitely have to turn it off for, but we'll get there.
Yes, we'll get there.
So, we are covering the 14th episode of Season 1, Hathor.
Yes, we are.
Yes. This is the episode of the show so far that has made me say, Hope, thank you so much for making us do this podcast.
It's almost like a treat.
It paid off. This was the payoff. This episode right here was the payoff.
Yeah, we have like how many seasons of Stargate to go, but this episode, this is it.
Just under 9.5.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, with this podcast, I think I calculated that this podcast is going to take us probably like 4 years.
Oh,
it's
guaranteed.
Fine. Yeah, guaranteed income for 4 years of us podcasting.
Yeah, wow, how much income is going?
Don't worry about it.
Remember to subscribe to Patreon.com.
It's not much income, but it's an income.
It's a living.
Is this the first time Ryan has hauled for money? Is that the money whoring bit?
Fuck off, I will haul for money. Give me...
Oh, you're right. That's what you were doing in Limsa the other night. People will pay that much for bunny ladies.
Why do you think I played bunny?
Well, yeah, that's actually. I know we don't like to dox people here, but that is what Ryan does for work. He is a sex worker, and we do appreciate that.
Yes, and I work weekends.
Yes,
24/7, 365 job.
Yeah. Sex work is just like any other work. You have the office, you have the break room, and you have HR ready to talk to you about your inappropriate conduct watching Hathor in the break room.
Ryan works at a porn studio, but watching Hathor at work is
too much. Too much.
Well, yeah, duh. Right. Porn is, it's all for the cameras. Use all the lighting. It's all fake. It's all acted.
Once
It's
everything's done, there's not. Yeah.
You can't. It's a very professional and serious environment, Hope. You can't just whack off in the middle of a porn studio. You're aware of this, right? You are aware of this, right? It's a job, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was the fandom aspect that was too far for the average porn studio.
No, that's fine. You earn more money that way. But what I was...
that's why you were walking bow-legged the other day.
No, that's just because my knee's fucked. But at a certain point, we are going to have to mention something about the episode.
We've mentioned quite a lot about the episode, contextually at least.
If you could read between the lines, we've said a lot about the episode. Oh my god!
Exactly, yes. So, since you are our special guest, Ember, why don't you tell us how this episode opens?
Oh god! Oh yeah, they're in like the Windows XP like background field.
Yes, I'm not the only one that made that joke.
They've
you're correct.
They've copied and pasted like a Mayan temple on top of it.
What they've done to make you different is they've painted it yellow. So
Exactly.
Mexico.
It is an actual picture of a pyramid. They reversed it and stretched it.
Oh my fucking god!
Oh
Oh my fucking god! So yeah, what are they doing in there, Ember?
Well, there's lots of sand in there, and they're brushing it away.
Yeah,
They're cleaning up.
I hate sand. It's coarse irritation.
Yes.
I love doing illegal archaeology in Mexico. Like,
Whoa! Hang on, hold up. Very specifically, this is not illegal archaeology.
No, it is
illegal, but now it's legal. They
specifically say that they have spent ages trying to get the Mexican government to allow them to do this, and now they have got approval. This is strictly very legal. They make that clear.
They really go out of the way in this show to make sure the archaeologists are always right.
Yes.
Okay, fine. I love doing legal archaeology in Mexico. Ooh, what have I found? Ah, it's a meth factory full of Los Zetas.
No, what they find...
they find Pablo Escobar.
To be fair,
they find John Darwin in his canoe.
They find John McCarthy in his bath salts factory.
They find Jeffrey Epstein.
I was about to say they find where Jeffrey Epstein went to hide after he made his death.
Well, almost.
Podcasters mentioning Epstein resets the count.
Hold up. We will get there, but kind of almost they find Epstein. Anyway,
you're not even wrong. Oh my god, you're not even wrong. Oh my god.
So, yes, what they are dusting up is some kind of relic that they've discovered in a Mayan temple. But when they dust it off with all of the sand, they find, wait a second, this isn't Mayan writing.
It's Egyptian.
Exactly. And who do we know who knows lots about the weird, incredibly racist, alien conspiracy theory about ancient Egyptians, which is
wasn't there that quack who was living in a box on the street who got a paper published once? What
was his name? What was his name again? Imber, do you remember what the guy's name was?
It's one of those. One of those ones.
Daniel Faxon?
James Spader, was it? I think his name was?
Yeah, James Spader, there we are.
To be fair, what has James Spader done recently, okay?
What has James Spader done recently? I am now
he became, I don't know, ever since the 1990s he turned into Michael Shanks, apparently.
I mean, that's an upgrade.
He's been very busy. Oh, wow, I've just seen pictures of James Spader nowadays.
Yeah?
He looks like every businessman you've ever seen with the balding receding hairline.
He looks like
he's known for
How
starring
balding?
in Crash. the erotic romance secretary, Steven Spielberg's Lincoln, and he did the fucking motion capture for Ultron.
The erotic romance called fucking secretary? That is like the most on the nose name I have ever heard for like a porno.
It's not a porno. It's not a porno. It's not a porno.
Sorry.
Oh,
It's not a porno.
The U.S. office as Robert California.
Oh my god, that was James Spader?
Yes, James Spader as Robert California.
Robert
And the
California.
Liz Kid.
Yeah, that is the craziest like motherfucker ever. That was James Spader?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I know. I haven't seen it, but I know what Secretary is. It's that one with fucking Maggie Gyllenhaal where she gets fucking spanked over the desk.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've seen that one scene that
It is the one with Maggie Gyllenhaal, yes.
I have seen one scene from the movie. Oh, which scene is that, Frosty? Oh, just
Listen, if I've seen that scene, it's because Alice fucking retweeted it on Twitter.
Yes,
along with the fucking thing with the harmonica.
We don't talk about the harmonica.
Anyway, so speaking of our kinks aside, they're all reminded, hey, I remember this guy called Daniel Jackson who had a paper about this. Maybe we should talk to him about it.
I mean, didn't he originally have a book and it's now been downgraded to a paper?
Yeah, they also say he got laughed out of academia for his ideas.
He did.
I know, but the way they're talking about it is like you've just found proof that he was right, and you're still talking like he's an idiot. It's like...
I mean,
but while they're dusting it off, they accidentally press the power on PC button.
It literally is just a fucking on switch.
Yeah, let's touch the giant glowing gem. What could go wrong?
And our friends, our wonderful friends, what's inside the box?
The box contains mystery, magic, amazement.
Perfect hair, perfect nails and makeup for being locked in a box.
It is a box that regenerates. So that makes
Even the makeup?
Yeah, oh hell yeah, especially the makeup.
Yes, as soon as they open the box, Imber, you can attest to what my reaction to this was.
Yes.
Oh my god, was it that bad?
We were watching it together.
Mummy was said a couple of times. Which, relatable.
Basically, an incredibly dressed up, attractive lady pops up and just basically acts like the queen.
Oh, a fucking 10 out of 10, lady. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely
I have a drop of Frosty's reaction live.
My wife.
Exactly.
Sorry, Frosty, I'm pretty sure she's into...
My wife.
Pretty sure Hathor's got a thing for men.
Yeah, we are out of luck, Frosty, I'm afraid.
But didn't they say like the whole thing was like maybe? Well, we're skipping ahead, but if it's kind of chromosome based, I might be in luck.
She does try lesbianism with Carter later.
She does. Okay, right. Okay.
She activates her trap card lesbianism and it doesn't work.
She kind of does, but like Carter no sells it.
She doesn't. Well, I mean, we're skipping ahead, but she kind of doesn't though.
No,
She sort of like flirts with her and then doesn't actually try the thing.
Like, I get the feeling it's more that that's just how she talks to people.
But yes.
So me when I'm streaming.
The lady, the very attractive lady, who possesses the symbol of the goddess Hathor, climbs out of the box and demands to know where Ra is.
Where is Ra? And where is the Stargate?
And they're like, do you mean the god Ra?
The what?
And then she just goes, hang on a minute. And then just fucking kills them, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah, just annihilates them completely, yep.
I think they're dead. It doesn't really... It does that thing where it fades away.
It says they died horribly. Jackson mentions it in the next scene.
It says they died horribly.
Well, it's very actually kind of funny about this, because what they say about this is that their other associates found the sarcophagus and sent it to Daniel. So it's like, were they like hiding behind a rock and just Hathor didn't notice them?
No, maybe Hathor realized that she would need to, like, I don't know, follow the sarcophagus?
I guess, yeah, possibly. I guess actually possibly, yeah.
Do you think she just got back in it and, like, shut the door?
Well, no, because she obviously got out of it because she attempted to walk into Cheyenne Mountain Base.
Yeah, I know, but wouldn't it be hilarious if she just, like, sat in the coffin and waited to see where it went and then got out?
Giving yourself airmail in the sarcophagus.
Yeah. Fucking first class delivery, you know?
Yeah. There's probably a support team or something not that far behind to be charmed, brainwashed. Made
I'm going to get a
powerful.
drink. I'll be back in a second. Turns around, walks back in. Oh my god!
I do have a question though.
Yeah.
They shipped it to Dr. Jackson because Dr.
Yes.
Jackson would be interesting. How did they find Dr. Jackson at a top secret Air Force base?
Everyone knows
How?
everyone
I
knows where it is.
I assume they just sent it to his like house, and then was like, "Hey, General Hammond, so they sent me like this very important top secret thing to my house. Could you like send some guys to get it?"
Just imagine being the guy that has to go to Daniel Jackson's house and like handle his post. Oh, that's it. That's it. Of course.
Another sarcophagus, Daniel.
You gonna fuck the body in this one as well?
Oh, that's the third sarcophagus this week.
Them ancient pelvises just don't last.
Only one man. If one man can't contain this many sarcophagi.
But yes, as they're discussing about this sarcophagus, which, as they mention in this scene, and as you might recall from the bonus episode on the movie, this is the same kind of sarcophagus. Yes, this is the same kind of sarcophagus machine that was on Ra's ship.
That bonus was made available for free as our apology for not uploading over Christmas.
Was it?
You know,
Yes.
Was it?
Yes.
Was it?
Yes.
and, you know, if you listen to the free bonus, maybe you could I don't know, plug our Patreon.
Yeah, so what you do is you go to www.buttplug.io and download the Patreon adaptation. So your buttplug buzzes whenever your Patreon updates.
Hope, I want to make money here.
Yeah, no. That's a free tool. And then if they've subscribed to us on Patreon, their buttplug will buzz whenever we update our Patreon.
Okay, do that. And
we'll plug the Patreon later. Anyway,
is it like ringing that bell, but way more intense?
It's more like smash that subscribe button or smash that prostate.
No. I hope someone does a buttplug.io extension for YouTube that does actually activate when you press the bell.
I bet you there is something on GitHub. I bet you anything that.
So yeah, Ryan, this is the context what we were talking about before stream.
Yeah.
Before stream doesn't exist. The podcast is where we live.
we only exist now here talking to you, the listener, because you're our very special friend. You're friends with all of us.
Exactly.
Yes, and you should give us money on Patreon.
We willingly enter
episode.
into this parasocial.
You're going to be gone. You're going to be gone.
Unless you request me again, I will cease existing.
Exactly.
So.
We have our listeners don't have object permanence, so Imber will cease to exist.
Listeners need to give Imber your energy to make sure he stays. Sorry.
Ever need your help to do the world's biggest spirit bomb to promote the podcast?
Sorry, is it Imber? Ember? How do I pronounce
Imber.
it?
Imber.
Okay. Yeah, that's so good.
So they're on base discussing the sarcophagus when suddenly the boys come in and warn Hammond someone has made an unauthorized attempt at entering the base, and he's like, "Well, just kill him."
Yeah. not just any someone. It's 4 teenagers and a dog. They said they're looking for Mothman.
Oh God, kill him! God, those guys are annoying. They came here last week.
But yeah, but they're like, but it's someone who knows about the Stargate.
And it's a woman.
And it's also, you know what else it also is?
What?
It's the opening titles. It's the opening titles.
Yes.
Also that.
Can I just say, the fact that they go, it's a woman, before they say they know about the Stargate is like, really?
A woman.
Which is more pertinent to the fucking situation.
So, after the intros,
Can I just point out that this is a great episode for Christopher Judge faces?
Yes, it is. He makes some good faces.
He's just standing in the back, pouting, looking grumpy and contemplative half the time when he's not doing anything.
I don't get a line. Fine, I'm making a face.
Hey, acting is more about speaking. You got to do the physical acting as well.
Yeah, but it's the same face over and over and over again.
No, shush. Leave our boy alone. Leave Kratos alone. Come on.
Yeah.
It's a great face. Don't get me wrong.
So yeah, they go to interrogate this prisoner, and of course, it's Hathor.
I mean, first,
Of course.
Daniel meets an old friend because he goes by the desk guard from the movie who said, "No, can't leave with your coffee." He's still mad about the newspaper.
He's still mad about the newspaper. The
Right, quick question. How long's it been since the movie? Because, damn, that's a grudge.
2 years, 5 months.
Honestly, just the memorable fucking iconic scene from that where he is going into the top secret, no unauthorized personnel section, and the only thing they have to stop you is a desk guard that goes, if you walk through.
He probably has a taser.
No, but he doesn't, though.
He's just sitting with a magazine ready to tut at people that walk through.
It's the same amount of security as you get at a fucking, like, McDonald's at, like, 2 in the morning. It's like, what?
It's like roughly, you know, the same security that my school library had.
I know what it is. They're expecting dogs to attack the base, so he's just going to roll up his newspaper and start hitting them on the nose.
In fact, no. It's actually worse security than my school library because they had those like scanner things by the door that stopped you like stealing books.
The U.S. Air Force once again proved confident by letting 2 of your most highly ranked officers and a civilian important to the stable operation of the base into the security bedroom because they don't have a security room. They have a bedroom. In the grand tradition of Doctor Who's security kitchen, they have the security bedroom.
Listen, if you are going to, like, question why these people are the ones interviewing every rando who shows up, we're not
Also,
going to have a show.
hold on, though. I want to say about this scene, which made me scream constantly, and Ember can attest to this as well.
Was it Hathor?
No, not like that of it. Yes, but no. It's like she is openly this whole time saying, "I am Hathor. I know about the Stargate. I am your goddess, and you should bow down to me." And everyone's like, "Huh? Wonder who she is."
What a crazy lady!
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
She's so obviously a Goa'uld. What are you talking about?
You've heard Goa'uld speak without the fucking funny voice before.
Yeah, and without the glowing eyes.
Can I just say the Goa'uld's like speech is just After Effects or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Voice mod.
I mean, it's not After Effects, but yeah.
It's voice mod, sorry.
Voice mod. Yeah, famously they had voice mod in 1997.
I mean, the Goa'uld did.
They're running.
Prove me wrong!
Voice mod is actually reverse engineered Goa'uld technology.
Yeah, Frosty, prove me wrong.
Come on, then, Frosty. Let's go to Cheyenne Mountain.
Yeah, exactly.
Podcast
That's exactly what I
road
was going to
trip.
say. I was actually looking it up with Ember before this episode. So the actual Cheyenne Mountain base,
Pine Creek.
No, it's a like Colorado Springs. It's the Cheyenne Mountain compound in Colorado Springs. When they were filming this show, they only had like permission to take like very limited exterior shots.
Oh.
So and like generics like Air Force footage of it. That's why you never actually see any footage of anyone entering or leaving the base.
I just thought
it was a model.
Yeah,
it's a real Air Force base. But the reason that they have no footage of people exiting or entering it is because they weren't allowed to film doing that.
I honestly thought it was just like, fuck it, we filmed one exterior shot, that'll do. And
No, it genuinely is a real Air Force base. They had very, very limited permission to film.
Interesting.
I mean, if you
The
do
exterior of.
if you do remember the last episode, Ryan, they did like get the Air Force in as extras occasionally.
Oh no!
Yeah,
I know it was an Air Force base. What I mean is, they shot one shot and went, "That'll do." That's what I thought it was. I thought it was just that'll do.
Yeah, I do love the face when discussing all of this. I do love the face that fucking O'Neill makes when Daniel explains, "Oh, Hathor was the daughter and a wife of Ra."
Yeah. There's a few like, huh?
Huh?
I have the clip of what Jack says when he's like, "Man, she's crazy."
Why don't we call County Mental Health, see if we can find a nice little rubber room for the lady?
It's like, oh my god, Jack, are you a fucking dumbass? She knows about the Stargate. Are you insane?
No. See, here's the thing. You've got to understand, she can't be an evil Gould. She's a woman. that really seems to be the only, kind of reason they have.
And then she does a thing where she sort of kisses Daniel's hand.
And then
the magical goo,
the feminine pink mist.
Yes.
That all women have access to.
Yes, exactly. I can confirm, as a trans woman, I can confirm that once you're on estrogen long enough, you start producing it.
Yeah.
It's actually very hormone based.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. You take estrogen long enough, you can just breathe on people and do the sissy hypno to them.
And Daniel gets sissy hypnoed. And then she's like, "Hello, Crown of Marble, General Hammond.
Okay,
I would like to sissy hypno you too."
I do quite like the you with the Crown of Marble.
Yes. And he's like, and of course he's like, well, no, I'm not going to do that. But Sissy Hypno Daniel says, no, it's very important for the sake of anthropology or some bullshit that you have to, entertain her and go along with her.
I'm pretty certain he doesn't talk about anthropology. I'm pretty certain he talks about her delusions might be better to play into them to find out more. Or keep
and to that very stupid argument, Hammond's like, well, makes sense to me. Kiss my hand.
And O'Neill has been auto-balanced to red. Sorry, not O'Neill, Hammond.
Hammond, yes.
O'Neill is like, you can't pass that up, sir. And Hammond's like, yes, I fucking can, bitch.
We forgot the fucking line as well, where Hathor says, I want to bless you with fertility and joy.
I have the line.
Bless you with fertility and joy.
Thank you.
Can you just say we'd all lose to Hathor? All just lose.
I think every single member of this podcast episode would lose to Hathor.
I would enjoy it. I mean, I'd lose.
So would I.
Ryan becoming first prime of Hathor, yep.
Hey, I'll take it.
Okay. Which one of you becomes the first pharaoh and which one becomes the first Jafar?
Flip a coin. Don't wait. Which one gets to? Never mind.
Daniel is implied to actually fuck her, I think.
Oh no, he does.
So it's the pharaoh who gets. Okay,
yes.
Whereas
the Jafar just gets the weird stomach thing.
I will take this sacrifice, and I'll be the first.
Great sacrifice, right?
Great sacrifice.
Who goes in the worm bath?
Anyway,
Shinji, get in the worm bath.
Shinji, get in the worm bath, or we'll make Ray do it again.
Oh,
I'm British.
They're all children. No. No. This episode's gonna break.
I just thought of that joke. I didn't have it written down.
I don't want to.
They all leave the room except Daniel. And they're like, we're going to keep her talking. And now Hammond was like, do not tell her any classified information. He's like, okay, cool. Anyway, where is Ra? Ra's dead.
I will now tell you all the classified information you wish to know because
we killed Ra. We did. Thank you. Yay!
And then she gets and then suddenly she gets insatiably horny about the fact that they killed her husband.
And son.
Yeah.
No, and dad. And dad.
Would you get insanely horny if the person that killed your husband was in the room?
Yeah.
Depends on the husband.
Look, don't judge me for my kinks, okay? Anyway, Ember, you should be very careful if we ever get married.
Yeah, no, that's...
Like a praying
Can you
mantis,
not
so you-
murder the guests on this podcast, please? We found Cody in bits after what you did to them.
Cody is fine, thank you very much. I had a very lovely Christmas with Cody. Thank you
We had to
very
put
much.
Cody in the sarcophagus.
Cody came around to my place and spent Christmas with my family, and we had a very lovely time.
Oh, lovely. After the circumference trip. But yeah, that
Yeah.
was it.
But yeah,
And then right back in it, airmail first class back to Brazil.
He's like, no. Anyway, so we get back to like a briefing where they discuss what the hell are we going to do about her.
And
Jack is still being like, lock her up in the crazy house.
It's the best answer, but also the worst somehow, because
Yes.
he still hasn't figured it out.
Yeah, and then suddenly Daniel arrives with Hathor and says, "Hey guys, did you know that Hathor was a Goa'uld?"
And that she's cool and great and the bestest, and I love her, and I want to marry her, and...
Daniel Jackson here playing the sussest imposter who is trying to get his teammate off of bench. No, she's the engineer. She's the engineer. And she was assassin. That's why you saw her kill.
No. We were in electrical together. We were there the whole time. Trust me. They're nowhere near.
Who's actually nice, guys. Trust. It's like, really, Daniel?
And as our boy Tiark says, there ain't no such fucking thing as a good Goa'uld.
There ain't a good goal as a dead goal.
And
But Mr. Hammond...
Okay, there's a moment that I'm very confused about.
Yeah?
Where she says, like, I want to drink your water, and it's kind of implied that she's going to, like, spike it or something, but she doesn't. She just does the normal, like, mist thing to everyone instead.
I think she's just trying to get O'Neill close to her so she can...
Alright, fair enough. Yeah,
She can breathe on him.
Yes. And Sissy hypno him? She does.
Dun dun dun.
Tiark and Carter are like, what is this nonsense? Why are you trying to fuck this lady?
What I don't...
Jackson and Hammond are just giving the greatest bit of physical acting. They're looking so deferential, like
the fucking okay, Hammond, like the physical acting from Hammond in this fucking episode, just the sheer, the little, like he looks like the glowiest, happiest little man. Like he's always dancing on the balls of his feet. It's like every time Hathor comes in, he just goes, and it's like it's
Simp.
I've been your Twitch mod for 5 months, and you finally noticed me. Thank you.
I am tier 3. You should.
Yeah, this is take my tier 3 sub, mommy.
It's like he plays the best simp I've ever seen.
I was it was at this moment I became incredibly disappointed with the episode, though.
What?
When Hathor approaches Carter and says to her, "You are an exceptionally beautiful woman."
Again,
and then the sapphic stuff just ends there, and I'm like, "What?
I don't
Come on!
Can't have it. Can't have sapphism. Sorry.
I don't think she was actually flirting. I think it was more
Yes,
just...
she fucking was!
Yeah.
I think that's just how she talks to everyone.
Yes, because she's a thought.
What? My Hathor? A thought?
Thought, brackets affectionate.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Oh, brackets mad.
But yeah, Carter is like, guys, can you stop being horny? You're clearly under some kind of spell. And everyone's like, ha ha ha, you silly woman, what are you talking about?
I rank you.
Yeah, no. My notes this section are they going to be gay? And then no in capitals.
You're not going to get Daniel Jackson and Jack O'Neill kissing. I'm sorry.
Several
I think we
O's
do
on the
get
end.
that at one point.
Well, good to know. But right now,
yes, they head back to Hathor's new quarters. To which I say, do they just have a random like luxury
I
quarters?
think
on, like,
that's for like traveling dignitaries or like the real higher up.
traveling dignitaries.
Right.
Or they have like fucking Mohammed bin Salman like
Do you know
visit.
what? I mean more like
Mohammed bin Salman is
I
visiting
mean more
getting...
like the head of state or like the president maybe.
Yeah, Mohammed. No,
Yeah.
this is Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. He's one of the biggest investors in this initiative.
To be fair, knowing the United States military, they already would have the fucking Saudi prince in there.
Yeah. He was very interested in this Stargate technology, particularly how you might be able to transport a plane from Saudi Arabia to New York City.
Or how to transport a body that's been beheaded. Oh, yeah. very small plane. Anyway,
Good news, good news, SG1. I've secured us a new base. It's in Neom in the line. We're moving everything there today.
okay, how do I quit a podcast? Recording a podcast.
Sorry, Ryan, you've taken the Neom money now.
Yeah, like, we need to have guards here for you, you know, for your safety and the safety of everyone on base. So, you know, this has to be secure. Let's forget about the guards. We cannot forget about the guards. We love you, but we have to keep you safe. Magic missed again. We will now forget about the guards.
But can you leave Dr. Jackson here? I need Dr. Jackson for
long conversation.
I believe I believe the way Persona describes this phenomenon is you spend a long time with Hathor.
Yep.
we don't see Jackson for a while after this.
Well, we particularly do see Jackson for quite a while in this scene.
Yeah, because he's simping over in the gate room next.
Yeah, this scene specifically where it's like, Daniel, will you do kink play with me? And he's like, yes, I absolutely will. Will you become our chosen one? Yes, Mummy, I will always follow you. Yes, Mummy, I will always die for you. And I was screaming at the screen at this point saying, yes, me too.
As was I. But...
and then Hathor explains that she's the queen bee and that...
From us, all others come.
Yes!
Yeah, given the attitude of the podcast, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, although before they actually do like the Stargate stuff, we have a scene between Carter and Jack where he's like, I want to talk to you about this. You're all infatuated. There's something wrong. When I worked for the Pentagon and the CIA, we would have an asset turned to our side. We don't like implicitly trust them. We keep them under like heavy scrutiny and watch. To which Jack's response basically is, stop being racist or I'll report you to HR.
It's literally, excuse me, just because she's different doesn't mean it's wrong. And it's like, what?
Well, I mean, not what. I mean, we have established at this point that he's under the
spell, but it doesn't matter what spell you're under. That's the weird reply.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we do return to that Stargate scene, and she's like, I want to turn the Stargate on. I want to turn the Stargate on. I want to turn the Stargate on. I want to turn the Stargate on.
Let me turn the Stargate on.
And then... and yes, we get the all others come from me line, and that she's the fucking queen bee of the Goulds.
And this is where we learn that the way Gould reproduces, just one Gould does it all, apparently, or multiple one Goulds, but...
They produce, basically, it's like a very strange form of, like, IVF, I guess, where they all, like, dump a bunch of, like, lava into a bucket.
Honestly, it looked more like tadpoles.
And, like, Amazon Prime ship them to, like, all of the other Gould planets, I guess.
It looked more like tadpoles, I'll be honest.
Well, obviously, they're clearly... I don't know. I was going to say something, but I don't know. But
welcome to the very serious podcast about Stargate, where we debate Goulds, where we talk about how Gould spawn and what kind of pussy did Daniel Jackson get?
The best guy.
Okay, now here's the next scene of the movie, the show, not the movie. This is not a movie. This is a TV show. This is the next scene that made me annoyed as well.
Lesbianism again?
No, the opposite. The lesbianism not happening. Because I know for a goddamn fact. That Samantha Carter and Dr. Fraser are girlfriends, and the only reason this is not brought up is because of the don't ask, don't tell policy.
You know for a fact.
I mean, yes. The last episode did heavily imply there was something going on.
Yes, they uncover the truth about Hathor by just googling who is this bitch. They just basically type her name into like Google and Netscape Navigator and go,
yes,
Hathor.
it's Netscape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't actually notice it at first. Imber was the one who was like, "Yo, is that Netscape?"
Yeah, it's Netscape Navigator, and she's just navigating to. If you actually look, she's just navigating to a file on her existing drive.
Oh,
It's
fuck,
like-
It's even
I'll
worse. They had it
see.
saved already.
it's like, yo, you like. No, I definitely wasn't. I didn't already have this downloaded. I definitely wasn't inspired by all of the work and the world that we have done to write my own, like, lesbian fanfic of the world. I have this on my drive for completely normal reasons, Samantha. They're, like, Googling all of this, basically, and they immediately, like, figure out what's going on, and they're like, she is using some kind of space magic to seduce all of the men. But it's not working on any women. To which, again, at this point in the episode, I basically was screaming to Imber, is there not a single lesbian on this base? I don't fucking believe you.
I gotta be honest, I don't believe it either.
No,
There is no fucking way.
it's the 1990s. The Wachowski sisters haven't published their hit film on lesbianism yet, so lesbians haven't been invented.
Oh, right.
They made a film on lesbianism?
Yep.
I guess technically, if the Matrix is trans, then
No,
the
it's the
relationship
the
between-
Matrix.
Okay. But then again, I guess that's technically a lesbian movie as well, because if Neo is a trans woman, then her relationship with Trinity is also a lesbian relationship.
It's
But
called
anyway.
Bound.
And
And
bonus app.
We made a film about lesbian women. What's it called? Bound. Oh. Where can I watch it?
No, you see, Ryan. When Hope and I watch it, it's because we're watching a movie about appreciating, our culture.
Really?
When you watch it, it's creepy and male gazy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize for everything.
was that why you made me watch it wearing the cat's ear headphones?
That's not important. Anyway.
Wait, what?
Hey, what?
So yeah, we're like, we have to tie her up and stop her. And as I put in my notes, we have to turn the dom into a sub.
Yeah, we're gonna do some femdom shit. We're gonna do some bondage.
Yep, just tie her up. Problem solved.
And then the next scene is the scene which I cannot say in any other way. This is the scene where Hathor fucks Daniel.
Daniel has been fucked off screen.
Well, she says to him, "I must have the juice of life."
Oh yeah.
Fucking juice of life.
And then I was like, "Yo, does she mean cum?" And then it's like, I am talking about DNA. And it's like, oh, no, yeah, of course. And the method of getting DNA in your species, oh, yeah, it is cum.
I thought she was going to draw blood from him for a little
Oh,
while.
I immediately went, oh, they're gonna fuck. Like, I just
he's definitely making a deposit.
Oh, yes. Like
Soon as I
they
heard
don't say the word sex during this scene because, like I said to Imber when we were watching this, they moved the show to like the family slot. But
I think I don't know when they did that because
probably after enough complaints from the first episode.
no, I think it's very evident they did that basically after Children of the Gods.
Yep, very obvious.
That's
So,
true.
yeah,
We didn't have any more tits and bush.
No, that's true.
Nor the
yeah.
rape.
No, oh, God.
No, technically this is rape. This is rape.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah, this is rape technically because
No, but
this
this
is
is
results of consciousness.
Well, this is the second time we've had rape in this TV show, actually.
But
After Children of the Gods, I mean.
But at the
So
time,
we had the weird scene with the,
with O'Neill.
with O'Neill, yeah, in the everyone's a 3-year-old, everyone's a 3-day-old episode.
Oh, yeah.
the other thing you have to remember is when was this written again, and the idea
1997.
the idea of attractive lady, having sex with a man kind of against his will in a way is still kind of like, lucky guy.
You're not wrong.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's
you're not wrong.
definitely where they were coming from in this.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, like they don't, like I said, they don't explicitly say sex because it's like the dinner time, primetime family slot.
Sit down with your kids.
But it's very obvious when she's like talking about the juice of life. The way your species does this is very enjoyable, and also you can hear the sound effects of me unbuckling your belt and unzipping your pants.
Also, she says other species are much worse. I'm like, what? All I can think of at that moment was, what happens with other species?
I mean, we have seen
Yeah,
another
how did you
species.
How did you fuck the fish guy?
The anus, unas?
The anus. Yes, the
How
anus
how
voiced
did
by James Earl Jones.
how do the anus men?
Wow.
They all-
Meanwhile, we have the Women's Liberation Army.
and they're joined by Solidarity because Teal'c is with them.
Yeah, because as we have established previously in the show, Teal'c is a closeted trans woman.
or his alien gut magic means that he is unaffected by
Why not? I will agree to both.
It does have a very kind of funny. It does have a very funny line where Teal'c arrives in, and Samantha's reaction to this. I don't know if you got this line, but it was, "I hate to break it to you, but you are male."
And so just goes, yes. Okay, yeah.
I can't believe Turf Samantha Carter telling people what their gender is.
Oh my no, do not.
Sorry, Teal'c, you can't have this Beretta M9 or this skirt or this shark. They're all femme-coded. You've got to keep the giant penis stuff.
You need the M4.
So
Listen. If you transition, we might be able to get you an M17.
But currently it's Desert Eagle or nothing.
Just giving the trans femmes a Desert Eagle with sharks engraved on it.
Yeah! Fuck yes! I mean...
why are you reacting that way to that? You're not a trans woman, right?
No, but that sounds badass!
Are you, Ryan? Are you, Ryan? Huh? Are you, Ryan?
No. But that sounds fucking badass. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Shark engraved eagle. Unfortunately, quick Google reveals the only way this has been done is in the lame bomber-style shark teeth at the front. No blog.
Yeah, they're worried. They're like, she's going to repopulate the world with goa'uld, and this base will become her nest. And so we got to stop this. And the first thing they do is they come across Daniel, who is under some kind of strange trance, who's not recovered. And my note for this was that goa'uld pussy got me acting up.
Yep. Someone give that man a cigarette.
That man looks like he needs hard drugs. He is out of it.
Yeah. That man is like this is a you know that meme clip where it's that edit from like an episode of Looney Tunes where Bugs Bunny is like, "I tell you, Doc, they them pussy is different."
And Daffy just like, "No, it's not," walks back, blows up. Yes.
Pussy is pussy.
Amen. But the way I see it is basically Jackson was introduced to something he wasn't ready for, and he doesn't know how to respond.
But yeah, they all they head in and they find that she's in this like weird like bath throne thing.
She's in. It's a jacuzzi.
I was very confused by the introduction of this bath. Like, what? Did they build it for her? Like, what? Where did it come from?
Yeah, and I remember when we were watching it, you were like, "It looks like they made it from like a urinal."
Just trying to make it make sense.
They ripped the urinals out of the men's room. This is again the SGC. Like, there's just urinals in there. There's no stalls. The women have to learn to piss into the urinal.
Yeah. Well, you know.
No, they have a military issue shiwi for everyone.
Oh, that's a thing, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, as they say later on in the episode, the US military sure does love to waste the taxpayer money.
Yeah.
It's just in the middle of the room. Like, what? I refuse to believe that base has an actual like room that just has a bath in the middle and like a raised weird thing.
Well, I mean,
Dragged it out into an existing room.
I mean, they clearly made it for her, but yeah, it's like And they go in there to try and ambush Hathor, and then turns out the ambush was an ambush.
They literally just walk in, and then nobody watches their backs, and then just everyone just walks behind them. And just like,
Every single male member of the base just like shows up behind them with guns.
like, how did you think this was going to go, guys?
I love looking at a naked woman and then just having my view blocked by 50 dudes.
Just to make a point, Hathor is just in a bath right now, just like...
I am pretty sure she's naked.
She's not naked. She is not naked.
They very much
She is not naked.
On.
Yeah, they show. She gets out of the bath later on in the episode. She's fully clothed in it. She's just
Where she goes.
She's still just wearing her like normal gold outfit.
She's just wearing slightly less than she was at the start of the episode.
She's slowly taking off clothes as the episode goes on.
Yeah, if the episode was another hour long, we'd be in trouble.
You'd be even more trouble for watching it at work.
We'd be down to the skeleton by that point.
I mean, by the end.
Well,
yeah, I know.
That all of the women are in prison.
All together.
We learn we're in the Red Alert timeline.
Yeah, wait, what? Yeah, but this is kind of strange though, because they appear not to have locked Tialk up.
Tilk's in a different.
He gets his
we don't
own
know
room.
where he is. We don't know where he is, but we don't know where they put him. But anyway, they're like, I'm always the girl. My husband's saying this is the man's army.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frasier married to a guy. Lies.
Yeah.
Lies.
Well, obviously, the dude is. It's very clear what's happening. This dude is in another branch. Yes, exactly. Yes, he's in another branch of the military. He's gay, and she's the beard. She's the beard.
You know what? Fair enough. Keep going.
I mean,
yes.
We do get more family, because Mama Carter, my mom said there'd be days like this. What, locked in a cell with a bunch of other women?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Trust me. Oh, yes. Trust me. Trust me. My mother experienced the 60s. Trust me.
Yeah, they locked me and all the other dykes up after Stonewall. Mad sex in the prison. Cops. And they tried to watch me broke their fucking fingers.
Cops mad.
But yeah, so they're locked up in prison and they just start going, oh, I feel like I'm just the Girl in the group. And it's like, Carter, you've done so much. You're like literally one of like, the most important.
If only we could make everyone see our value as women. Not through the fact that we are women, not through our bodies, not through sex, but for the fact that we are here on merit for who we are and the skills that we possess. Anyway, how are we going to get out of this cell?
I've got a great idea.
But before we have that great idea, we have another scene with what I'm calling her General Hathor now, because she's clearly just occupied Hammond's office. And this is the scene where she goes.
Imagine if she was wearing his hat.
I'd be very happy.
You killed Ra, and now I will give you the great honor of showing you my RGB lingerie.
Okay, so, for some reason, apparently the way to make a Jafar is to have a belly button gem that glows, that shoots out a cutting laser that somehow removes your immune system?
Asking my jeweler for the fucking gold removal thing in my belly button piercing.
It's a belly button piercing that removes people's immune system and makes a lovely crisscross with no blood.
Well, no, it's not just a belly button. They explicitly say in a couple of later scenes that it is a womb.
Oh, no, I'm saying Hathor's belly button ring.
The RGB ring. Yeah.
The RGB ring, yeah. No, they give that man a womb. Yeah, I know.
Yes. Yeah, it's Mpreg, exactly.
Yes, yes.
For the second time this season.
I don't know. Hang on. How many times this season? They've done it quite a few times this season, because 2 episodes ago they did Mpreg twice, technically.
Yeah.
Because they had to put the gold into Tialk's kid, and then they had to put another gold into Tialk again afterwards. So they kind of like double Mpreg Tialk, I guess.
Happened before that as well.
I don't think so. Oh wait, no, Kowalski.
Yeah, it's Kowalski.
Kowalski got Mpreg in the second episode.
Wait. That was on the spine. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, they had to
or-
do like a
Empreg.
C-section.
Let's see some Empreg.
Oh yeah, they
Let's see some-
did. Yeah. I wonder if the writers had a thing going.
So it's not ABO. It doesn't have to be the traditional way.
Someone on the team's got an Empreg fetish.
Yeah, they've got an Emperor fetish and a hypnosis fetish based on these last 2 episodes.
So
You need to step away again, right?
No, I'm okay. I mean, fair point.
This is the Red Alert universe, though, because Colonel O'Neill is apparently Special Forces trained to resist mind control. What
Yeah, which
mind
is
control
why-
are you trying to resist? You're a crime in the Soviet Union.
Here's the thing. That does explain earlier on how he somehow seems to resist more than the others a little bit.
I'm going to say this is canonically in the same universe as Metal Gear Solid now, and they do have apparently mind control resistance training for like people in the Metal Gear Solid universe. So that's my headcanon now.
I can't wait for us to reach 2009 and see Raiden cross over into Stargate Universe.
But again, O'Neill becomes well, not yet, but he's going to become the first
Yes,
crime.
He is. But before that, we are now returning. Remember, we told you to put a pin in something, listeners.
Yeah.
That amazing plan that the women, the proud, brave women who do not want to be defined by their bodies and their sex, say, let's get out of the prison by fucking the dudes.
No, it's even funnier than that. The fucking medical officer goes, "Ah, yes, the men have become libidious," and everyone goes, "What's libidious, eh?"
It
He's like,
means
"Yes."
they want to fuck.
Well, what we should
Can't
do is
stay
we
horny
should,
on prime time.
we should.
Oh my
we
god!
should,
Oh
what's
my
the
god!
word?
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so like we have to get around like the prime time like censors and fucking FTC, but we have to be like.
So what's the medical word for horny as fuck?
Yeah. So they lure them inside.
By taking off their jackets so you can see their shoulders.
And they go,
Oh my.
we're five women, very alone in here. Which I said to Imber, did we accidentally like turn on like the Stargate porn parody?
Yeah. And the
What was
fucking
that called
guy-
again? Did we find it?
the-
Oh
I
no!
don't know, but I assume there is one.
Googling.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the guy
Bonus
literally goes, ooh, and then goes to his friend and goes, hey! Like, literally leads his friend in.
Yeah, and then they all get the shit beaten out of
Yeah,
them
just-
side up.
Fucking destroyed.
And not in the way they wanted.
No,
No.
not in the way that. I didn't find one, by the way. It's literally just video results.
And then
one
I
side,
think
so.
my favourite scene is coming up where
Yes, it's the Looney Tunes scene.
it's my favourite scene.
Yes!
They're
I described
literally-
this. Yeah, I described the way that it happens in this scene to Imber when we were watching it as like literally like woman walks out of cell, man teleports behind her, another woman teleports behind her. Yeah, it's
Man
like
teleports
"Ha-ha,
behind
woman."
her.
Yeah, it's like ha ha woman, we have got you. Ha,
And then-
oh no, you don't. Ah.
Smack to the back of the head with the butt of a gun, and then another man. Ha ha!
And then finally, it all like culminates when they've all done this enough that all of the men are knocked out. For Tialk to walk in and being like, "Why is everyone unconscious and why are you all slightly undressed?"
I was so expecting about like 10 more guys to like teleport and then like fight, like just keep going on like a line that leads towards Hathor's room and like it just goes boom 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 boom.
Fortunately for us, Dear Sister had yet to be released, so it ends at like 3 guys, and the last guy is
Two,
General
I
think.
think actually.
2, yeah, it ends at 2 guys, and the
Yeah,
last one
it
is
ends
General Hammond.
General Hammond, and they smash him over the face and like, "Oh, we're getting caught off."
And then Carter just goes, well, there goes my career.
Yeah.
We are being executed for this.
But they find Tilk. He's just in another prison cell going, hello. And then they just
They put Tilk in the security closet.
Yeah.
yeah.
So then we finally return to the bath, or as a niche reference for listeners, what did we describe this as, Imber?
Oh yeah, it's the fate. It's the fate bath.
The what? Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
no.
Fate's Day Night. It's Fate's Day Night.
No,
yeah,
not-
it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Fate's Day
God,
Night.
not
Astolfo
Fate's
is
Day
in there
Night.
looking at his dick.
No,
Oh,
it's it's Heaven's Feel and Fate Zero. It's all of the penis worms that surrounding her.
Yeah.
I'm actually.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I'll take your word for this.
Yeah, I don't think you've seen Face Day Night. You just know Astolfo.
Yes, I just know about Astolfo. Yes,
No, it's not from Fate's Day Night. Yes,
I know.
my familiarity with Fate is
Astolfo porn. Yes,
Yeah.
I get it.
No, want to
Your
right Saber's
familiarity.
dick.
Yeah, no, your familiarity is that one tweet of the guy who.
Yes.
Anyway, moving on.
She is in the bath, and she steps up from the parasite bath, revealing, yes, she is taking a bath fully clothed.
And I got very upset. She literally suddenly this like amazing woman just like rises out. She's wearing it. Oh,
Nope.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Ryan.
you know, I just felt teased. I don't know.
Yeah,
You felt
and
blue
she's-
balled.
And they're all hiding
Yeah,
behind.
at work.
They're all, like the entirety of the women on base are like hiding behind the equivalent of like a small tree.
It's literally just our cover. It's looking like Gears of War cover. They're just hiding behind it.
And they're all just sort of watching as she's trying to empreg Jack O'Neill, and then she's like, I will put you in the empreg machine, and then I will walk out of the room, and nothing better happen while I left the room.
Why would you just leave immediately?
So
Yeah.
rude.
This
Yeah,
may take some
immediately.
time. I have to fuck Dr. Jackson again.
That's fair. That's reasonable.
Yep,
That's
and then
understandable.
they drag Jack out of the bath, and finally he's got the womb on him.
Like, I
But
do
luckily-
like,
And then they reach inside.
I
And
do like the fact they actually go, there's nothing in
Nothing
the
went in there
womb.
Yeah.
Like, they specifically state it's a womb. I'm like, that's interesting.
He has no immune system. He's going to die unless we either put a Gewalt in him, or what if we had some sort of magical healing machine?
What, like Daniel Jackson might have had delivered to him for some reason. That is conveniently down
Yeah.
the hallway.
And then, yeah. Speaking of things that are convenient for the plot of the show, they put him inside the machine long enough for him to be healed. Hathor then pulls him out and has like all of the men ambush them, and they destroy the fucking sarcophagus. So yeah,
Oh, man.
answering my literal question that I had to Imber before,
Yeah.
they did this, which was, they can use this machine now and save Share. They can save Tiauk's son, all of the Jafar. They can do this now. And then immediately, as soon as I say that, they're like, the writers are like, no, we will not allow that
Yeah.
to happen.
After this machine like is fully shown, my immediate thought is, why isn't every single mission from this point on trying to get another
Find
one
of
of these?
Yeah, find
Yeah.
another one.
Like, find one of these.
We get an explanation next season.
Okay.
But yeah, they're gonna be, they'd be like, this would just be like, we just like go to war, all of our dead soldiers, we just put them in this machine and then send them back.
Congratulations, you died. War is hell. Welcome to the war economy. We're in the Metal Gear timeline.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
you've
well
created
done.
No, you've created the Empire of Man in 40k. That's what you've created.
We've turned real life into Call of Duty, and now you have respawning. So war now no longer becomes the hell that we know it as, but it becomes a bunch of enemy soldiers screaming at each other about fucking each other's mums, and also how you've just ruined my KD and you're cheating and I'm going to report you.
They're doing Fortnite dances over your corpse.
Yeah, life no longer has any value. We've actually just become, the entire society has collapsed and we've become Cruelty Squad.
Cruelty Squad. There we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
your favourite game.
Yeah.
And then after that, Ultra Kill takes place because everyone's in hell.
Yeah, but don't worry. So they all get shot, and then it gets turned into rubble and destroyed.
Yeah, the box blows
then-
up. Everyone escapes in time.
But they and they're like, we have to get trank guns, and they're like, I couldn't find any trank guns in the armory, Jack. To which he says the most absolutely truthful statement the most truthful statement this entire show has ever said about the U.S. military.
I don't have it as a drop.
we always have more than we need, and yeah, this is the taxpayers' work.
Coming out of
Money's
your
at work.
taxes.
Yeah, it's coming out of your taxes, and we spend all this money on stupid shit, too much of it that we don't need.
Let's go get the trank guns. Hoorah!
Like, literally, like, several states in the US, like Alabama, their entire currency is their entire economy is based on lobbying, where, like, they have, like, giant tank manufacturers that just keep producing and selling tanks to the US military, who keep being like, stop sending us tanks. We have no use for tanks.
I honestly
Which
thought
the
you were going to
government-
say...
To which the government goes, yeah, nope, sorry, we need more of those tanks from Alabama because we get paid for it.
I honestly thought you were going to say their entire currency is the US
No,
military.
their entire economy is just like is just selling the US Army tanks that they don't want.
How many tanks do you have to sell?
The US military, if I remember correctly, has about 1,000 Abrams in mothballs / storage.
Yeah. They're like, we literally do not have any fucking use for these tanks. We don't want tanks. We want guns. We want drones. We want, like, you know.
By comparison, Britain has about 50 spare Challenger 2s.
This sounds like a fucking Jedi mind trick. We will buy our tanks.
I mean, did you not
Yeah,
hear
you will
about?
buy our tanks because the government says that you have to.
Did you not hear about Wisconsin? Wisconsin made it illegal to not buy Wisconsin coal.
Fucking me.
Like, Wisconsin plans to phase out sales of electric vehicles by 2035.
Fuck me.
Save
Fuck me.
Wisconsin
That's some advanced fucking lobbying there. Jesus Christ.
It's literally on the front page of Reddit today.
Oh, God. So, yeah, we're now coming towards the end of this episode now.
We are. It's time to wrap it up very quickly.
Yep. Daniel is like, Mummy, please show mercy for our friend. And she's like, no, we must destroy all of them. I will show no mercy. I will not go down without a fight. This will be a horrific battle, and all of the men have been tranked now.
What? Hang on. All 6 of the men. Where did the rest of them go?
They all got beat up by the women.
Yeah, just smash on the back of the head.
Yeah, every single guy in the room gets immediately tranked. There is no resistance. To which, Hathor tries to, like, blast Samantha, and then is like, oh, that didn't work, and then tries to mind control Jack again, and that doesn't work because they all shoot her.
No, Samantha just starts shooting her with a pistol.
Yeah, shooting her with the pistol, which makes the bath thing explode.
Yeah,
and
that's
sets
when
her
the
on
bath
fire.
goes on fire.
I don't think... To me, it looks like she explodes, not the bath. I don't...
It's very difficult to tell what the fuck is going on there. All I can know
don't
is,
know.
for a second I was like, oh shit, did that actually work? And then suddenly we just see an on-fire Hathor just climb out and leave.
Yeah.
And
She goes into the next room.
yeah, then she just walks into the next room, no resistance, no one tries to stop her, turns on the Stargate by herself, goes to Chulak, closes it behind her, and they're all like, damn! Shouldn't we do something about this? Shouldn't we go after her?
There was nothing we could have done.
Samantha's like, we need to go after her immediately. And Jack says, we can't do that right now. And there is no real reason they can't do that right now, other than the obvious fact of the episode is over now.
We can't do that right now. Why? Well, you see, runtime.
But yes, after this...
The majority of the base's men, they're all out cold or fucked out.
It's one ghoul! They don't remember anything, except Hammond, who apparently does remember, and says, I'm going to give both Dr. Carter and Dr. Fraser a commendation medal for this.
Frazier is poring over the remains of the Jasimo, because you can see the brand on the side.
Yes. Oh, yes, as Ember and I were talking about this.
Yeah.
It's girlfriends scooping goo off the bath together.
Yeah, they're on a date.
Yay, fun time.
The most romantic date together, just sorting through Jackson's Carmen Gould. Oh, good. I thought this episode was 2 hours. It's only an hour and a half. This is the longest pre-episode we've ever recorded.
Anyway, that was our... Oh, wait, no, just one more thing as well. It also told me... No, it was like, no, you can't fix people. That's not how a relationship works.
I mean, ChatGPT being a healthy relationship is pretty good.
Okay, that is the end of our ChatGPT dating advice segment.
But holy shit!
My head. I feel like I've been dunked upside down and listened to Monsoon 50 times.
What does this episode have to say about the US military?
The memes, Jack.
Women get it done.
Yeah, okay. So basically, this episode says, well, for like the first sort of part, I know it's not the intention. Now, the intention of this episode is to be like, girl boss, women are strong, they can do it too.
Also,
They are just as capable. They are just as capable as anyone else. Except all this episode really does is it says that the US Army is made of rigid gender rules. Men do the fucking. Women's power is to use the lure of fucking, and that's how it works. And if you don't like it, you can fuck off.
Basically.
Yeah.
It literally is. How do we get out of prison as a woman?
Tits.
Tits, yes. Yeah. Women in the army cannot use any other form of cunning. They can't use the fake death pill. They can't put ketchup on themselves They can't hide under the bed.
They can't give the guards a cigarette that kills you instantly. God
Yep,
forbid
they
women do
can't.
anything these days.
Yep, they can't befriend the guard by repeatedly throwing food at him until he shows you the letter that has the codec. That has written on the back the codec frequency that opens the door.
You can't play the fancy wheel game where you just eventually persuade them to like you and let you go.
Yeah.
There's no dog running around with a key on its tail.
That's
Well, that's how you persuade. That's how you persuade people. You sort of zoom in on their face, and then you have like a wheel that has like joke, threaten, admire, and other words like that on it, and you have to.
And then
You have to
occasionally,
min-max. You have to min-max what the biggest pie in each section is to try and maximize the.
I feel like we're playing a fucking BioRPG.
no. And then the Bioware part comes next is when you maxed out your pie as you would do in Oblivion, then you get an option in blue and an option in red, and you always take the blue option because 87.5% of people pick the blue option every time.
Yeah, but the red option in the renegade option in Mass Effect is always the funny one though.
But you don't want to be mean.
Yeah, that's just it, right? They did a study. It was like 87.5% of people did not pick a renegade option.
No, it's very much like literally everyone just goes, "Oh, but I like this person," and that's literally.
I don't want to be.
Honestly, the way I tend to play it is that I tend to be very Paragon, but when I get to Mass Effect 2, and you're like the loose cannon, you're not part of the military anymore, I honestly pick renegade shit against enemies so much in that game because it just fits so much.
It's violence time.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking violence time. Anyway, so is there any more this has to say about the military?
The SGC at least is incredibly incompetent with exposing their high-level staff to danger. They don't have a proper security room.
Yeah, apparently people trespass on military bases all the time and it's fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure the military have big signs up at most bases saying trespassers will be shot.
I mean, like, literally, when that fucking, like, Area 51 raid meme happened, although it didn't really amount to anything, like, the US military was literally on alert to just start gunning down thousands of people they thought might try and stay.
There were...
If they narrowed your run at you, shoot them in the face.
Yes. That was the instructions.
So,
see the Naruto runner coming, you take aim, you shoot them, you don't let them get to the aliens.
Well, of course, of course, you'll see the Naruto running coming because they're all Kumas. That's all they do.
I was very much waiting for that. I'll be frank.
All right, so we have a Patreon, don't we?
Do we?
We do.
I don't know anymore.
You can find us at patreon.com/SGO podcast, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yes, it is a SGO podcast. You can subscribe for $3.50 for $3.50 not $350, but $3 for $3.50.
The low fee of $3.50.
That way, after tax and the Patreon cut, it's £3 for us. what that means is you get to listen to a bonus episode every month, as well as occasionally when episodes become chaotic and overrun like this one, we tend to cut them quite heavily and then do like an unedited release on the Patreon. So if you want to hear that, that's where you can go and hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's it. Everybody, do you have any pluggables?
Hi, I'm Hope. You can find me on Twitter at HFrayall, Twitch as Hope Frayall, and Tumblr as Hope Frayall, where I'm trying to post a bit more.
Yeah, I'm also trying to post a bit more on Tumblr as well.
Tumblr is where everyone is now. Everyone's just being gay on Tumblr. It's great.
Yep. So yeah, you can find me as Arctisha Frost on Tumblr as well.
But are you being gay?
Yes. Oh, and I started streaming again as well.
Yeah, you
Hey.
did. We suffered through you playing Sonic 06 because the game where Sonic fucks a woman.
A woman with very orange legs.
Don't promise what the game can't provide.
A woman with very orange legs.
It's the Donaldina Trump.
No. Yes, you can find me on you can find me on Tumblr at Arctisha Frost. You can find me on co-host, which I've still not used, actually, really. You can find me there. I like Arctisha Frost, and you can also find my stream at twitch.tv/Arctisha Frost.
Ryan?
I'm Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
I'm on this podcast, and I feel like I've been attacked by ChatGPT.
What's worse, being attacked by ChatGPT or being attacked by AO3 tags?
I've done both to you at this point.
Yeah, you've done both, and honestly, I
That's
can't
why I'm
say.
asking.
I can't say.
All right, Ember, do you have anything you'd want to shout out at all?
No, I will stop existing once this recording ends. And unless you really want me to come back, then I'm gone. That's me.
That's it. I'm done.
Yeah. The sweet release is coming.
The sweet release of non-existence. You heard the man.
You get to leave. I'm stuck here.
Yes. Anyway, that's the episode. Thank you all for listening. And I hope I doubt that next week's episode will make me as horny as this one. But we'll see.
Next week, I hope you're ready for adoption.
Yeah,
Adoption doesn't typically make me horny unless it's my same-age son.
Well, basically, after the Mpreg, we have a child to adopt, so be prepared for the next episode.
In the next episode of Stargate, we get a same-age twink son. I got it.
Yeah, Daniel Jackson gives up on his endless pursuit for
My wife.
and adopts a twink.
Well, I mean, good for him.
Well, he could have done that. He could have done that in the movie, but he fucking obliterated the twink, and not in the way that we normally want.
Jack O'Neill gets a new hobby. He gets really into
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
that was my only unused drop.
And Ryan
Thank you.
quits the podcast.
Thank you all for listening, and we will see you again in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.